Well, hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to a special little lunchtime live stream. I am up, I am here, and I'm on my second channel, which I am not very often live on. The setup is slightly different. Last time I streamed from the second channel, we did it from my laptop and all this sort of stuff. We're actually on the main computer. Cam 2 has been moved, so we've got a nice view of the floor beside me. And I've also got my two desk lights pointing down there as well. So we've got good visuals for today's build. We're going to be attempting to build a 3D printer in my lunch break. Okay, I've got we're on the wireless mic today. We're not. I don't think we're using this one. Nope. Nope. So we should be pretty much ready to just go live. Well, no, not go live. Get started. I mean, just do it. Let's build. Hey, Brandon, welcome. The only thing I need to do is adjust chat because I can't see it. It's tiny. It's like that big. Um, but never mind. Right. Hey, Brandon. Right. So here we go. You should still be able to hear me okay. This box back here is the main box that has the 3D printer in it. And then these are upgrades. So let's see. So that's not part of the upgrade. That's not part of the upgrade. And I think that's an accessory kit, so we don't need that. But they're the two boxes that we need. So I'm going to, while I'm over this way, I'm going to get my screwdriver and my penknife out, just in case we need them. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome. What's this? 7 free Omega days in Eve until the 20th. Nice one, Brandon. Nice one. So for anybody who doesn't know, I have a 3D printer. It's hang on, let me turn the lights on. It's there. You can see the reels stacked up here. The plastic reels. And I've gone and bought a second 3D printer. This is identical. This is the same 3D printer. But I've also bought the accessory kit, which turns it into a laser printer, which means I can cut and engrave stuff. There was a special offer, and I couldn't resist. So we're going to build that. We're going to build it. We're going to do it now. I've talked about it enough. I need to get on with it. We are limited with time. So I'm going to start by... Oh no, that knife's no good. There we go. I'm going to start by seeing about if I can open this box first, and then move it to the side so that I can pull the things out of it. So we'll probably move over to Cam 2 now. So I'm going to put... I can't put the chair there because then I can't see chat. I'm going to put the chair over there. Let's not crash it into the radiator. And I'll open the box first, and then we'll go to Cam 2 because it's still got the label on it. So I will just open the flaps. Can I remove... Oh, I can remove that. Okay, never mind. I have removed the label. So that should be all good. And we can go to Cam 2 in its new position. There we go. By the way, that was a preview of the chat that I can see. So we need to very carefully get in the box and get building. I presume this will come with tools. So let's have a look. I'm going to put the main box to one side. And then this is my build area. This is you got my knees. My lovely knees. Right, there's a lot of paper in here, which when it comes to packaging, I suppose is a good thing. It's better than the... Oh my goodness. It's a box in a box. Oh dear, just to give me extra... Oh, well, that could... Oh, that's a bit smaller, isn't it? Let's have a look, see what that says. Okay. So for anybody wondering, this is an Ender. It's an Ender 3v2. Now there are newer models. There's a V3 and there's a V3 Plus, I think. But this is a good one at a really good price, and it was on offer, and I got a discount, and I got a discount, and there was something else, and there was free delivery. So, for price reasons, I went with this one. All right, how we're looking for time? What time is it? Oh god, we've had 7 minutes already, and all I've done is introduced what we're doing and open a box that has given me another box to open. There we go. Right, we're starting to get somewhere now. I suppose that box can disappear to the back of the cave. There we go. Right. Now we're on to the plastic foam. Let's see what we got. Oh, right. Now, in theory, I should know how to build this because I did one once before, but it was a long time ago, so I've forgotten. So, let's have a look. General accessories and bits. Right, we'll need them. Mains power cable. Might not need that because the laser engraver comes with its own power cable. We'll see. That's a tensiony part. That is the spool holder for the spools. We probably won't need that for this printer because I will be able to use this 3D printer as a 3D printer for plastic, but I want to set it up to pretty much only be the laser. I don't want to have to switch between the two, but what I'll do is I'll use all the spare parts from this one to maintain my other one. So I'm getting some spare parts as well. Right, here's all the tools. That's a good thing. Tools, we need tools. Let's get the tools out. There we go. So there's the tools. That's a cleaning thing. They're clips that we probably won't need. Oh, and some snippers. We don't need the snippers, I don't think. So we'll just put that to one side. There we are. Tools, 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 tools. Fantastic tools. Let's get that open. Going to need them. There we go. Right. Tools are over there. Packaging's over there. We will almost certainly need that part and these bits too. Let's get these bits out. So it's a flat pack printer. Right, I'm going to start putting things down and moving things over. Get the next layer. There's the next layer, folks. So in the next layer, we've got the print bed, the main printer part, and the installation guide, a quick installation guide, which I guess I'll need that as well, won't I? I will. I'll need this. Right. Come on. There we go. Right. How to build a printer. You'll have all of these parts, and you stick them together. Good. We'll do that. Let's keep that to one side as well. Right, now, is this the last layer of stuff? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's the main bit. Let's get the main... What's that on my finger? Tape. Let's get the main bit out. Here we go. Oh, my goodness, it's heavy. Okay. There we go. There is the main part of the 3D printer. Whew, that was nearly all the bits in that bottom section. In that bottom section, we also have this is the one of the up and downy bits, sort of thing. There we go. Technical term that. What's this? Oh, we've also got the main controller. There we go. Might not need that. Might not need that. The laser part has its own controller, so we'll put that to one side. And I think that's the Z-axis stepper motor, and I think that's everything that we'll need out of that box. Hang on, where's the actual print head? Oh, there's the print head. There's the print head. Okay. Let's push that box that way. Right, okie dokie. Print head, yep, that's wrapped around here nicely like that. Again, I'm not sure we'll actually need that part of the printer at all, so we'll just put that over there. And again, the control board might not need that either, but there we go, look. There's the main... Where are we looking? Where are we looking on the camera? The camera needs to point down just a touch. Can we do that without knocking it off the desk? Yes. These two, come on, Cam 2, do your job. There we go, there we go. Right. So, I guess it's instructions time. We need to build up the main frame and things. So we've got a list of parts. So some of these are Z-axis and some of them are not. So there's an upper gantry, which is probably one of these. These are two different lengths. So we'll have to make sure we get the right one. And there's a T-rod. Yeah, where's the rod? I've lost a rod. Oh, good. Right, hang on a minute. I'm going back in the box. Back in the box. Let's see. It's not there. No. Yeah, that's weird. Is there another layer? No, there's definitely not another layer. I am missing rod. Rod! Rod! Okay, I don't know. Maybe... Huh. There's the vertical screw rod. It's not here. Where is it? Is it underneath? I don't know. Let's get to the step-by-steps. What are we now? 13 minutes. Ah! Right, okay. Step 2. No, hang on a minute. That's not right. Step 1 is what we want. So we might not actually have to build the entire 3D printer. Step 1 is the list of main parts. Yeah, so we've got the main chassis, the display screen, which we're not going to get, the nozzle kit that's over there, which we might disconnect at some point. This is the XE axis module. And then there is the... Yeah, I do think... Oh, hang on. There's some things in here as well. Yes, I forgot about this bag. This is quite an important bag. There we go. So we've got nozzles and clips, screws. That's the flash drive that comes with it. We've got some nuts and screws. Oh my goodness. Then there's the belt. We have to attach the belt. More nuts. Oh, there we go. That's the bit I was looking for. What's that bit? There we are. That's the bit I was looking for. That's the... I'll tell you in a second. Okay. Right. Has it exploded yet? No, it hasn't exploded yet, but we have got a missing part so far. So this is the Z-axis limit switch, and then we've got the Z-axis motor and the Z-axis passive block. So we seem to have pretty much everything, except I can't find the T-rod. Huh. Okay, let's put all these bags back down over this way, with all the different clips and bits. Okay, right. We need to find this T-rod. Let's inspect what we've got here. Yeah, that's fine. That's meant to fall off. Okay, so there's nothing kind of embedded or clipped into this part of the unit, the main bed and so forth. The motherboard for this and all the kind of main brains is in here at the bottom there. And you can see there's a ribbon cable that goes out to the actual control board, and then all the sensors and motor controllers come out the back, along with the heating for the bed, which again, we probably won't need heating on the bed, will we? Right, where is this rod? Okay, so there's definitely not a rod in here. That's a component that we won't probably need. Look. No rod. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then this bit, that's the control board we probably won't need. And then there doesn't appear to be a rod in here either. Where rod? Where rod gone? Have I thrown it away? What if it's packaged in with some of the other stuff and I've missed it? Like it's in here or something. Like it's not in there, in the ends of these pieces. Wow. Where's it supposed to be? Oh, it hasn't exploded, but we do have a missing part problem at the moment. Maybe it's... I don't know. Right, let's get to that part of the instructions and just see if there's a bit that says, oh, the rod is hidden in here, go get it. So that's, okay, so step 1, yep, step 2, step 3, that bit on there. And then that's it. Oh wow, it's relatively straightforward, or it should be relatively straightforward. But I'm just looking here. T-rod 13. Where T-rod? We've got the there's the X-axis tightener. I've found that. Let's open these packets over here just in case. Where's my opening thing? There's my opening thing. Oh, wondering. Hey, Chief Bograt, how you doing? I'm going to try and cut this plastic without cutting my hands. Oh, it is in there! It is in there! Wow! Would have been nice for them to tell us that. God, you will probably not see this on camera. Here's me. Look. Where's the camera? There's the camera. Can you see how in your left-hand side there's just a black hole down the middle of the box section of this metal? But on the right-hand side, you can see there's just a little round silver circle inside there. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. That is a little bit nuts. Like, you're going through the check. Like, part 1 is to go through the checklist. And I just did that. And I had no idea it was inside there. Is there a note? Please note, we hide stuff. No, it doesn't say that. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That causes a bit of a delay there. Also, this plastic is the worst plastic in the universe. So I am going to very carefully score down there with the hope that that will make it easier. Right, brilliant. So, HyperX, the makers of the headset that I'm currently using today, yes, it's good that your headphones go on silent, but if they're picking up substantial audio, like somebody must be using the microphone. Do not make them go on sleep. Right, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. What we got? Oh, we're 20 minutes in and we've unpackaged it and found the missing part. Ooh, I don't know how far we're going to get into this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the first time I did this, it took me a long time, but there's certain steps that we can miss out because we're not using all of the 3D printerness of the 3D printer. Right. I think we're unpacked now. So that was step 1. Let's jump over to step 2. Step 2, and I'll attempt to show you. There we go. Step 2, do that. Okay, we need to assemble the vertical things. It says install the Z-axis limit switch in step 1 onto one of the modules. These are the two. Oh god. These are the two Z-axis upright bits, and I think we have to install that on the side of one of them. It says onto number 9. Number 9. Yes, there's a left and there's a right, but it doesn't actually say which one's left and which one's right. So I'm just going to quickly inspect these, and they are not symmetrical. Okay, so this one's got 2 holes here and here, and this one's just got 2 holes at the bottom. So, and they're both threaded. Is that threaded? It doesn't look like it. That appears to be threaded. That appears to be threaded. But as does... Right, both ends are threaded by the looks of it. Okay, it doesn't actually show us in the diagram which one is the left and which one's the right. Not the best, but never mind. We need to use... let's step one. Install the limit sensor, which is this. This is the Z-axis limit switch. There we go. And we've got to install that onto one of these two rods, but I don't know which one yet. Let's have a look at the general picture here. Okay, I can see that this one has the two screw piece on the right hand side, on this side. So the limit switch must go on this one by process of elimination. Okay, so limit sensor onto the Z-axis profile left as shown in the figure above. Lock it to the chassis module with a 4 M5x45 socket head screw caps with the spring washers. Okay. Let's it just shows it at the bottom of this rod. Although I don't know which way round the bottom of this rod is. I think, and I'm not 100% sure, that these two holes are for where the spool gets attached. No, it's not. What on earth are those two holes for? Maybe it doesn't matter which one you use. Two holes at the top or two holes at the bottom? It doesn't actually say. It may be that they repurpose these for other things. Oh, I tell you what! Silly me, I've got a reference printer over here. Let's have a quick look. I put them at the bottom. Right, so these are going to be at the bottom. This sensor goes on. Reference printer. Silly me. I'm just on the other side of the room at the moment. I'll be back in a second. I need to find my light switch. Is that my light switch? Yeah, there we go. So it comes out like... So the power goes in the bottom. There, that way. And it goes almost at the bottom. Right. Goes like this, folks. Goes on here like that. Okay. But I think we can get these two... Yeah, I need my key. Allen key. It's the wrong size. Yeah, but we think we need to loosen these. Yep, let's loosen these. To try and then slide it onto the bar. And I'm pretty sure it goes pretty much at the bottom. So make sure these are orientated correctly. Nope, that's sort probably shouldn't use the build the build plate to rest the metal rod on, right? So can you see these sliding in? Just in the right orientation here. There we go. Let's give them a couple of turns and then make sure that that is in the right place. Good, okay. I will not tighten it to the extreme just yet. And you know what, I will. Not extreme, but you know what I mean. I'll tighten it. Okay, so that is part one. Sorry, part two, step one. And then it wants me to screw them down to this, to the base. which is not going to be an easy thing to do. I need to use the right length screw bits. It says that they are 4 lots of M5 45mm. I'm not sure if they... Oh, hang on, it says on the pack. Oh, yeah, yeah, it says on the packet. Fantastic. Right, that's the ones. That's the ones I need. Okay. So, I think we need the bigger Allen key for this. Now, if I remember correctly, when I did this last time... Oh, hang on, we've got 5 here. Oh, biscuits. Is that a spare one, or is that for later? It's probably for later. I did this on its side last time, so... Let's get it on its side, and we'll install this one first. Okay, just move that over there. Oh, hey! It's 3DP UK Tech Channel here. Alright, I need to remember what... oh, hang on a minute. Put the rod on the bottom. Read in chat, not putting things the right way around. That's what we're doing today. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get this in. It should be relatively easy to get these bolts in. So, are they all got the same springs on? Looks like they have. There we go. I'm not an expert in this, if anybody's wondering. But... is that grabbed? I'm just wondering whether that's actually... No, it's sort of in place. It's hard to tell. Very hard to tell. I might have to actually raise this up onto another surface in order to be able to do this. And see what I'm doing. Let's do the top. Let's do the top bolts. What laser power is it? Sorry. It's a 5 watt. It's a 5 watt laser power. So in the options that were there, that was a mid-range one. It was. Oh yeah, that one's going in all right. Yeah. So it's going to go a 5 watt laser. I haven't unboxed that yet. If I don't get round to getting the laser module out for the build because of time constraints, at the end I will just get it out anyway and show you guys. Oh, this one's going on pretty well. So it's just a matter of angle. Just a matter of angle. There we go. Oh, we got the gameplay starts timer on the screen. That's no good. Let's get rid of that. We're not doing gameplay today. There we go. I'll tighten this up so it doesn't fall over and just completely damage everything. There we go. And then I'll get rid of that because we don't need that. Normally, that's for the gaming channel. That's for the main gaming channel. It's not for my variety channel. Let's hide them. So we don't need that. We don't need that, and we don't need that. There we go. That's better. Brilliant. There we go. Right. So those ones are in. I'm going to move this now. Which side can I move this on without doing any damage to anything? I think if I'm gentle, I can actually have it on this side without having too many problems. It is resting on a couple of the screws, washers, nuts, bolts. Bolts is the word I was looking for. That one's not going in very cleanly. There we go. So on my existing, it was like that. So if I push there, I should be able to at least start. Yeah, there we go. Start turning. Oh, God. This one's a little stiffer. I think it's because it's just not perfect. Oh, there we go. Not perfectly aligned. So there are certain parts of this 3D printer build that I'm just not going to do initially. It might be that at a later date I add the 3D printerness back to this 3D printer. But I need to be able to test the laser module. make sure it's working, and that I haven't been sent dud components, because this project is very much a background project. It's not my main focus. So it may be some time before I actually properly use this device, or use it very often. But I need to get it together to ensure that all the components work fine. And then I can like do RMAs or whatever to let's give that another half or quarter turn. There we go. Ugh. I think these vertical parts need to be really secure. And because they're metal, it shouldn't be too easy to strip the threads. There we go. We have verticalness. Huzzah! Right then. Let's see what it says next. And then it says, screws. Step 2. Lock the T-rod on the Z-axis motor, and then use two 18mm screws to lock the Z-axis motor module onto the profile as shown in the figure. Oh, right. So, it's going to be a little bit difficult to see, but I'll show you anyway. This is the back of the printer, and there is the motor module at the base of this arm. Okay? So, it says we need to, what do we need to mount the motor module? Well, let's find it. There it is. There's the motor module. And the motor module is going on the back of here. And I guess that's what those two screw holes are for. Fantastic. Okay. Let's move it this way. So this is going on here. And steady. We'll save that for later. It might be a spare. And then I need the 18 mils. Which one's this? They're the 25s, so we don't want that. And they are 18 mil screws. There's the two screws. It's a little bit difficult to read the printing on the packaging, but it is there. Okay, what sort of header that? Okay, that's probably this one. Oh, no. Is it not that one? It is not that one. It is the smaller one. It is the smaller one. Right. So I'm guessing, let's have a look at the holes here. Ah, right. So I can see that there's a countersink on the inside of this plastic here. So I'm just going to drop the two screws into those holes where the countersink goes in for the screw heads. And then I'm going to attempt to line that up without getting my head in the way, and attach that to the vertical bar on the left hand side here. So actually that seems to be going in quite well. Very good, very good. Okay, didn't take too many turns actually. Didn't take too many turns, but that one I think is in. The other one, there we go. Okay. Wow, that was relatively straightforward, that part as well. I think that the hardest bit has been finding the T-bar and where they hid it in the packaging. Let's see if I can just give that another. Oh yeah, there. And okay, cool. Okay, so the Z motor is in. I am pretty sure this is the T-bar. There we go. This is what drives the main section of the printer up and down. It goes along this threaded bar. The threaded bar goes in here, in the top of that motor. But I think I have to undo these two grub screws. They look like potentially the smallest ones. No. God, I've got 5 different Allen keys here. Is that right? Is that right? Let's see. Oh, hang on a minute. That's the back end. There we go. Get the right side, we'll be okay. So I'm just going to ensure that both of these two grub screws are loose. And they... oh, the top one appears to be loose, but the bottom one appears to be tight. So I'm going to oh, hang on. The bottom one's for clamping onto the motor. The top one's for clamping this in. So I'll just make sure that that's in all the way, and then I'll tighten it up. Jobs are good. Really, there should be a note in the instructions about that, because that could be something that if you're not concentrating, could be relatively easy to mess up. Okay. If you undo both of those screws thinking, oh, I've got to get the bar in and then screw it in. But there we go. Ooh, ooh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right. So, I think that's part two, part one, no, step two, and step one and two. Oh, the numbering here is ridiculous. Anyway, yes, that is all done now. I'm pretty sure that's all done now. Okay, it says now to install the pneumatic joints and the shaft module and the timing belt. So I'll need the belt. I think this is the belt. Well, I know it's a belt, but what I mean is that I think this is the belt that we need. And then we need what's the 17? Is it more than one belt? Oh, no. You loop that belt around the thingy. Right, okay, very good. Let's get... So it's one of these two, and I don't know which. Let's have a quick look at the first page again. So the first page says there's a gantry upper profile, and then there's a Z-axis profile. Okay, I think... Doesn't actually say which one's longer. But looking at the image on the front, it looks like this is the one that just goes on the top. Oh, in fact, this one's got screw holes for that. So we don't want that one. We want this one. There we go. Right. So we need to loop the timing belt around all of the stuff and build this section of the stuff. Probably need... I don't think we need this bit yet, but let's see what it says here. It says when installing the pneumatic joint, use the open end wrench, presumably this, to tighten it. Use two M4 16X screws to fix the shaft module onto there. Right. So this is the shaft module. The shaft module has to go onto that. And then... Where's the end bit? Oh, this is the end bit. Okay. Right. And it loops through. The belt loops through. Oh my goodness. Why did I even think that this was possible? All right. You go away. You stay there. So we've got a number of different holes, and it's not symmetrical. Fantastic. And the stuff here doesn't actually show us which way round that is. So let's have a look. Huh, okay. Right, according to my reference printer, we're going this way. Let's just move that a little further there. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. So then later, this module is going to be going on this end, but we're not dealing with that right now. We're dealing with this end, and which way round are we? Which way round are we? I think we are... That's the feed unit. That goes through the screw hole, so we are this way round. So that goes in That goes up and down this. And, there we go. There's a slightly wider hole just there on that bar that goes over that nut. So then that goes there. We need to get the belt on because the belt's got to go around that motor that's inside here. Okay. So let's do that now. So I guess if I just pass it through and then just pass it back and then tension that around there, we should be fine, he says. Yeah, that seems like it might be okay. And then what happens is the belt runs through the grooves of this bar. Okay, that's fine. That's good. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. So let's put that here. And it says we need to use 2 M416s. Right, what are these ones? They're 25s, it's not them. What are these? They're 8s, it's not them. That's an empty bag, I'll throw that away. What's this one? 16s. These are 16s, okay. And they go in. I've got to try and get the orientation of this correct, but it looks like it's showing me. See, in this, oh god, the diagram. It's showing me like this, that they go through. That's impossible. I need like 7 hands for that. Okay, let's get the screws out. 2 screws. 1, 2. And the correct wrench for it. Yeah, that's the right one. So, yeah, the screws go in this gap. So I kind of need to push them through this hole. Wow. You've got to hold the screws through against gravity whilst the belt is fed around the beam and getting wrapped around it. That bit slides over that nut. And whilst all that's happening, you've then got to put the through here, the Allen key through there to tighten up the screw. And even then, I'm not 100% sure we're in the right place right now because I can't see. Oh wait, I can just see. Yeah, I can feel that one. That one's going in. Okay, let's get that. Let's just start them off and then ensure everything's okay. Okay. Actually, yeah, the belt's not perfect, but I've managed it. We can jiggle the belt later. My goodness. Right, let's tighten that up. Right, use the open-ended wrench to tighten what? The joint. Oh, that's this bit on here in a minute. Timing belt through the shaft module as shown in the figure above. Ensure it's in the right direction. Oh no! In right direction. It has an orientation. Okay, I'm sure it'll be okay. Right. So the belt has fallen off the what do you call it? The motor sprocket bit. There, it's back on. But there we go. Belt is on the gantry. So now we need to screw something into this. Let's just quickly check. It says part 23, which looks like this. Yes, it is that part. Now, again, this bit here that I'm doing now is part of the plastic system, but I'm not going to be using it for the lasers, but I will still install it because it's the fiddly parts of the main construction. Later, I might decide just to completely remove this whole little assembly. I might, because it's for just for plastic printing, but it might be that I want to swap the printers over because it has been made so that you can just plug and unplug the laser printer part from the rest of the printer. Okay, I think that is probably tight enough. Okay, so that's part 4 done. Go on, how many parts we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that's it. And then there's going to be a load of bits that we're going to skip here. Right then. Let's bring the printer back in. So now what we have to do, we have to put the nozzle assembly on this beam. We have to put whatever that is on this beam. And then that bit on this beam. And it should all come together beautifully, which will be fantastic. So the important part is that when we put the nozzle assembly on, we have to like get the end pieces of the timing belt onto the bottom of the nozzle section there. So it says attach the timing belt to the profile, which is that, and slide along the nozzle kit and push it into the middle section as shown in the figure. And then it says use 16mm socket head cap screws with spring washers to tighten and lock the Z-axis passive blocking plate. Oh right, yes, okay, so that goes into this. Right, let's get this on first then. So I'm going to slide the module on. It's relatively, oh, that's very easy to slide on. And at this point, I think we do actually put the belt claspy bits. Oh, let's do the belt claspy bits before we. I'm not sure which way round it's going to be easier to do this, but I am going to put at least one of them on first. So there's the belt claspy bit for that side. And then I will start feeding it. Where's the other belt claspy bit? Here. Yeah, let's see if we can get that off the edge. It needs to go under the wheel. So that's going to be a challenge with the way that I've done this. But look at this. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't think like the average Joe would be able to do this easily. You would need a certain amount of DIY or tech enthusiasm to have the kind of the nous needed. Right. To be able to do this. Right. That's on. And it won't roll properly yet because it hasn't got the end bit on. But I'm going to very gently move that along. Okay. Good. So that piece is on. And now this is the bit for helping it go up and down on the Z-axis. And it looks like the wheels go out towards the back. So we need to bolt this onto here. I think there's a little cutouty bit there. Right. So which screws are we using for that? The 16 for the passive Z-axis passive block. Where's the 16s? I think I've eaten them. They've gone. Oh, hang on. 16s, here we go. And they've all got spring washers on, so I don't have to worry if there are different ones or not. I have got one left in the packet, which I'm finding slightly concerning right now. It's like, why is there one left? Nearly all of these are in pairs. Okay, let's try and get one of these on in the right position. Oh, no, put that in the wrong way. There we go. I said that this goes on the back, didn't I? Is that spring washer going to be okay there? I think so. Oh, we got the cable stuck. There we go. Right, so pop that on there. This is relatively heavy, and obviously there's some delicate parts to it, so I'm having to be really careful with the way that I handle it. Really careful. There we go. So what? Oh, God, I dropped the thingy. Right, so that is the passive bracket for the Z-axis on this side. Then it is the Z-axis tightening block. Okay. And you put it onto the end of the timing belt, and then you tighten it with the plastic thing. And then it says use a 16mm screw to tighten it onto the Z-axis passive block. All right, okay. So there is apparently just one more. Have I got this in the wrong place? Right, I'm gonna a close look at this design here. Okay. Well, it appears that I am not supposed to put this screw in yet. Yeah. Step 1 is to put just that one screw in. Step 2 is the whole other part. Ah, I've got to take this one off. There we are. I was bound to put one of them in the wrong place, wasn't I? Eh? Bound to put one of them in the wrong place. It's actually starting to wheel along the ground. Okay, there we go. I am relatively confident that the rest of this is all good. It seems like it. Okay, nice. So, where's that end block bit? Here it is. I think this is 2 parts, so and there is an extra screw in here that I need to be mindful of. So it looks like I have to take this screw plastic, the plastic thumb nut off the end. There we go. Bye bye. And doing that releases the innards. There we go. So that bit then just goes around. Oh, it can't go around the belt because I've gone and attached it. Okay. Unattach. Oh, that was actually really easy to unattach. Put the belt on it. What are you planning to etch once you've have it all together? Chief Bograt, you know what? I have absolutely no idea. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, I would definitely be up for listening to what you have as an idea. Well, no, actually, no. I do have one idea that I might do, but I'm not going to. That might be a spoiler, so I'm not going to say that one. Okay, so then we're going to make sure this goes the right way around. That open part appears to go up. This goes back in here. Or at least it's supposed to go back in. Is there a runner in there? Oh, there is. It's got to be very nicely aligned to get that in. The top grooves are there, top grooves are there, bottom grooves are there. So it should just go if it's in the right. Hello? Hello? Oh my gracious. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. Come on. It doesn't want to. It's being naughty. Unless I've got it upside down. I've got it upside down. Ah! Gotta take the belt off. Right, belt off. I didn't realise this was keyed with an orientation. And then, there we are. We'll turn that around. Put that back on the bottom of the bracket. There we go. There we go. Now this bit should slide on here nicely. Oh, that's much easier. Much easier. And this screw can go back into where it was supposed to. There we go. Now, apparently, there is another screw somewhere. I think it's that one. Yeah, there is. Okay. Which one's that one? So 32, it's saying goes in the back there. And 35 goes in the front. Okay. So I think that's 35. It goes in the front. Is that going in anywhere? Okay. Yes, that's going in. Lovely. Nice. Okay, we've nearly got it made. And we've got 1 minute left. But luckily, I am pretty much flexible working. So as long as I go to meetings and stuff, I can modify my working a little bit. So we can actually go a little bit over, but it will also count as a fail. Right, so then we can turn this and tension that belt as required. Good. Okay, I think that's that part done. It says install the moving module and adjust the tightness of the X and Y tightness. So yeah, so I think this now just goes on the top like this. There we go. On the top there. That actually works. Oh, that's beautiful. It sounds good too. Hey, look at that, folks. It's in. It's in. It's on. And it does say to adjust the tightness of the X and Y axis tightness. X and Y axis tightness. Is that? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Okay. Now it wants us to put the spool holder on, but we're going to ignore that. Oh, this is the other tightener. There we go. Yeah. So is that in shot? Yeah. So we've got this tightener and that. Yeah, because that's Z axis. And then I think that's X and that's Y, or the other way around, one of the two. But now we just put the top bar on. There we go, finished. Not quite, not quite. We put the top bar on. Oh yeah, let's read the actual instructions rather than just go. Okay. Insert the Z-axis movement module onto the two ends of the Z-axis profile, which we've just done with the V wheels on both sides. We've just done. Good. Use the 25mm screws with spring washers on to fix the upper profile of the gantry. So that's what we're just about to do now. You know what? You know what? I'm going to finish the core part of this build. I will tell you briefly or show you briefly about the laser part. And then would you guys like me to do a part 2 where we actually then do the conversion to a laser printer from a 3D printer? Now, oh god, is that the right size? That's the 25s. Yes, that is the right size. Is that the right key? No. Is that the right key? Yes. Okay. There we go. What I will probably do is if I do any videos about like laser engraving and stuff like that, I will just put it on my 3D printing playlists on my variety channel, this channel. So my volume's a little low. Oh, it's a bit bouncy, isn't it? This microphone is very kind of sensitive. Like if I speak loudly, it just blasts out. Please do a part two, says Vadjo. Are you guys? I know. I think a lot of you are just sat here quietly watching. Is that the case? You enjoying this little stream? I don't normally do these ones. It's not. I'm normally a gaming channel on my main channel. Okay. I mean, I don't know when it'll be. There we go. Just tightening these up. So, actually, with only going over by 2 minutes, that is the main 3D printer construction done. Now, what we haven't done yet is plugged in all the little wires and cables to control the motors, but we haven't done that on purpose because that's what the laser printer part overrides. It does. So there is not 100% complete, but the main part of a 3D printer 3D printer done. Okay, there are no major components left. Okay, apart from the display, which will go on this side. I have not decided whether I will connect the display or not yet. I probably will. I probably will, because at some point I will probably want to check that this works as a 3D printer. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Somehow. But yeah, that's it. You know, only a couple. You know what? You know what? If we didn't spend 5 or 10 minutes looking for this silly little bar, okay, this one that was hidden inside one of these beams. You know, remember this one? We'd have done it on time. Okay, we'd have done part 1 on time. Okay, so there we go, folks. That is part 1. I will just move that to one side. That is the main build of the 3D printer done. Now, I did want to do the laser bit as well, but we're not going to have time to do that. So I will just show you that. This is the Creality laser bit. This is the 5-watt one. And you can see from this picture, okay, that the laser bit just goes on the bottom here, and then it uses your 3D printer as a whole thingy. Okay. How was it? How it was hidden? Yeah, it was hidden inside the bar. Go back on the VOD and look earlier on in the beginning, and it was hidden inside one of the frames. But the reason why I haven't completely built the 3D printer is we don't want all of the 3D printer. So the laser module comes with its own eye protection. Then there's the laser module itself that, whoa, nearly dropped that, that does the lasering. I'm going to leave it in the bag for now. Then there's this control box. So this takes over the brains of the 3D printer and has its own cables that connects to all the different motors and sensors. Okay, it takes over the frame of the 3D printer, and then on top of that, then it's got its own power as well. Okay, so that's what we'll do in part 2. Then we will use this kit to convert our 3D printer into the laser printer. So a semi-success. We made the printer. We didn't quite do the laser conversion, but we did the printer. We did. And that can probably just stay in this little box until we're ready for next time, eh? Until we're ready for next time. There we go, folks. But that, if I can actually get back to my chair, I've buried my chair in packaging. There we go. But that is going to be all for today. And that was my lunch hour. I will do. Excuse me, sorry. I will do a part 2 where, like I said, we'll do the actual conversion into a laser printer and we'll hopefully get that up and going. I need the software and stuff to actually do it. So maybe there'll be a part 3 where we actually test the lasering. Or maybe that'll be a video at a later date. But I need to get back to work now. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, like and share and all of that sort of good stuff that you do. And remember, this is the second channel. So if you're not subscribed here, consider doing so. And I'll see you at some point soon. Watch out for notifications on social media and Discord as to when part 2 will be coming. What day is it today? Tuesday. It will either be Thursday or Monday lunch, I think. There's my prediction. But watch out on social media. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. And for now, goodbye.